Yeah. Well, that's art at its best.
Oh, now where to start? Honestly, God, I really got to be creative, do
I mean, specifically also in that amount of time, something like this can take weeks or, like more rails, can take weeks or even months to create.
In the Lego Masters era,
But in a couple of hours, cool.
have taken things to the next level.
That's a different story.
But this is Grandmasters. And so there is a level of grandness that is expected. I think it is very safe to say, build one, you have all delivered, so well done. The grandness is real. But let's inspect the grandness a little closer. Ranagani!
I think that this build just looks magical.
I love the presence that our build has. I think it's clean.
One clear idea.
And well, hopefully.
Wow. It's the Viking Tree of Life, isn't it? Does it have a Viking name?
It's called Yggdrasil, and I wouldn't like to be assessed on how I said that word by anyone who knows how to say it. We've chosen to build the Viking Tree of Life. So at the bottom of the build we have the roots that go up and feed our Tree of Life. You see a little Viking funeral.
Yeah.
The Bifrost, the
It's good to have it on the boat.
and our little Viking who's died is ascending up to feast for eternity in Asgard at the top of the tree.
I'm not familiar with Norse mythology, but even not knowing Norse mythology, you can see a clear story there, and I think that adds a lot. I think those roots underneath, they're pretty gnarly, I reckon. They are really good. And the vines, or the way that you've kind of done the bark work, if you want to call it that, around the tree, they look just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, one pretty obvious question is, like, the tree could have been brown, but making it grey, what's your take on that?
Also, by going a different colour, it really made it work.
Space theme.
Really good. Well done, guys.
It's nice to get some good feedback. I'm feeling good now, so we'll get to the top half of the
I mean, yeah, most normal tree stems are brown, but because that's space, it's different.
Alright, Trinket.
I am super proud of what we've been able to accomplish. We had a few hiccups that slowed us down, but we got the wings.
Those wings are weird, I'm sorry. The leaderboard. That's not anything I'm worried about whatsoever. The Lego Masters build. This is the best I've done yet. Really?
Yeah, he's still got a bit. He's still got quite a bit of cocking in him still.
Oh, yeah. That's his thing, isn't it?
And so you're judging now against that. As a first build together, I'm very happy with it.
So there's your wizard's tower where a phoenix has made its nest and the marauders are coming up to steal the eggs, be it by sky dragon or space pirate ship. And below, we've got all these rockets that are propelling the city through the air.
Let's talk the wings. It was a late in the game decision to...
Yeah, it's all right, but not great.
Yeah, we had small flights
busted out of that tower.
That's probably going to put them
Flapped and just
probably 5th or 6th place, probably.
this representation is much more fitting.
Brickman, your take on the Wing Saga, first of all.
Well, first off, it had to happen. Definitely, so you both made the right decision as far as that goes. However, it would look better with a much different technique.
Yeah, the wings are crappy.
Using those as feathers is great, but other components in it to give it more volume. And I can say the same thing with the base as well, the underneath side of it. It just looks like all afterthoughts.
Again, it comes back to that difference in thinking, I guess, between me and Brickman. He feels seems to be quite literal in the way he perceives a build. I'm much more experiential.
Justin Henry, let's take a look.
Super happy. Our build looked super abstract, super futuristic, and it looks like it's floating when it's up there.
But in any other room, our build would look really, really good. But this is just competition beyond what we've ever experienced.
Henry, Joss, your space pirate lighthouse world. Should we turn it on? Yeah, let's turn it on.
So we built a futuristic lighthouse loading dock for airships, but it's being raided by space pirates.
We definitely feel accomplished with how the aesthetic came together.
Look at that going round.
Because it's really not something that...
Actually, it reminds me of the Golden Snitch. A little bit.
Was there a part of you guys in this build going, okay, we want to do something a bit different than we've done on the show?
Yeah, definitely. We wanted to set ourselves apart by doing something that was technically tricky, having the counterbalance.
Clever had done the anchor for the ship there as well, hanging down.
We managed to get it balanced.
That's quite a grand thing to be noted in the middle. If we look at all of the others around the room, obviously the centre point of balance is a key thing. Smart play, very smart play. So quite a bold thing for you to try to move it off to the side. I think the lighthouse is ace, the ship's ace. Use some crazy Lego elements, some very unusual shapes. But it's missing the glue that's holding it all together. Are they fighting over something? It's hard to tell that melding of those two amazing things that you've got on there. There's a real missed opportunity. This is Grandmaster. Little things like that are really, really important.
The like telling like
Our build's great.
what's the animation like
A lot of the others are amazing.
presenting like what's happening in the scene. Yeah.
Guys, our shipping container trash world with very hungry tentacled monster. How are you guys feeling about it?
I really enjoyed it. It's more of a point of getting into a rhythm within your person and working out how quick they work and what they're good at and then meshing that together.
What's Henry good at?
Everything.
It's really interesting, isn't it? Because you've got a super cool monster and the world is amazingly colourful. Shipping containers gave you a license to do all sorts of crazy, unusual colours. And when you look around at all of the other builds, it pops, which is a huge, big tick, by the way. What's lacking is why is this monster in this shipping container world? Or how is it interacting? What's going on with that? So the individual components,
Yep.
the story, that's where it gets a little bit funny.
Yeah.
It's two of them.
Alex and Caleb. One brother. Cupid's. One world. How was it for you guys being back in here? Say no more?
Yeah. Wow. Wasn't it just here recently?
Overall thoughts, Brickman?
It's super poppy, colourful wise, so colour is a huge tick for me. I love that you've gone for a character. I love that it's really unique. It's probably just lacking a bit of polish, that's all.
Andrew and Damien. The glorious Sun Hotel. There is a lot going on here. It looks great. Brickman, technically, is this a hard thing to build, this curvy shape?
First of all, I'll tell you what I'm impressed by with that shape. It's a smart shape because basically you're making the same thing for
That's cleverly done.
Plays a big part in building fast. fast. So really quite smart. And double bonus, it helps with balance because you've got 4 things on all those sides. A couple of Easter eggs, if I may, Hamish. They're not very environmentally friendly.
Disposal rubbish, right there.
Safety rail at ground level. Then it's just tons of people. You can really just take your own chances up there.
Gosh.
You pay more for that. Yeah. I really like those details. I think it's awesome. Well done.
Well,
One of the rockets for them, you know?
Ours is a very different build to everyone else in the room. We've focused on lots of mechanisms.
I mean, to make certain shapes and angles out of Lego plastic bricks is difficult alone. So it's still cleverly done how they did that hotel one there.
Builds out there that absolutely sublime. So it is really anyone's game at this point.
Fellas, lovely to have you back building, and what a pace. What a pace to build with. Are you happy with the pace?
I'm happy with the pace. Yeah, I think
That's a surprise to me.
Yeah.
We're going to have my face.
This floating piece of valuable earth has been absolutely gutted. Should we see it on?
Let's sure turn her on. Yep.
Ah, cool. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, there's a bit going on.
Good grief.
So on our mind, we've got a crane that lifts the
Well.
up underneath.
Well, that's very industrial.
Through the train, onto the conveyor,
God.
through to the blast furnace.
We've got the investors. We've got the market
Well.
having a dance party. We've got all of
I mean, that is good as well.
We've got guys making things. We've got the outside dog.
All the builders.
That's awesome. Was it like a personal challenge for you on to try and get as many motors in as you could?
I think it was more like our strength as a team, our management being mechanism heavy. And that's
So how the hell did they think of all that, bit by bit, in that amount of time?
You understand that
we
early
want to
bit
step it early.
yeah, like motor guys.
And then create that.
Does it like come together well above and below, would you say that?
Definitely. I think out of all of our builds, if I look at what's underneath and what's going on, it's the thing that ties in the most. There's
Well,
a lot of
that's-
things happening.
That's definitely telling a story, that one.
And on that, an
It's a drilling operation.
We have these translucent red bricks. What you've done is before you place them is you put white bricks behind them so that it lightens and brightens them up. If you put those red bricks up against the ground, you basically lose them. You can't see them at all. But by putting white bricks behind them, it's actually lit them up and made them a lot brighter. Very, very smart.
Sneaky, sneaky boys. But also, what play Grandmasters, that's exactly what we're looking for. And how much does the smoke add?
Heaps. It's implied motion again.
Smoke level, that cleverly done.
Absolute belter, boys. Well done.
Feel really good. So we're now setting expectations.
Including to add those extra bits of colour into it. Yeah.
5 motors apparently.
There we go. Gus, David, and 3, 2, 1. Space monkeys!
Again, I mean, that's telling a story there, isn't it?
For our build, we decided to have a rocket that crashed into our island and has
Look how they've done the faces of the monkeys.
We wanted to build something that the story is really available from every angle. And I think this idea really is representing that.
What were you hoping to achieve with this build? Like, what were you, in terms of coming into Grandmasters to be like, all right, well, we won Series 3, but like, this is where we're at now, and this is what we want to do.
Yeah.
What kind of statement were you hoping to make?
We really wanted to have a lot of fun. So get that sort of intensity level, but sort of maintain like a fun build.
Man, I reckon, personally, definitely achieved that. Was this a good card to play here?
Definitely was. Definitely was. The whole rocket going through, I think, is ace. And even the tip of the nose cone, by putting a piece of the terrain on it, I think really clever.
Yeah.
What I think is great is the negative space. By actually leading off components where there isn't things, it does look like a fresh something has just happened.
There's no doubt.
Well, that does tell a story right there. Like what the scene is supposed to be telling you about.
It's a really tight competition for this fourth group. We think we've got a pretty good chance. But Scotty and Alan have definitely got me the most worried.
I mean, I know it's been said, but I do feel like we have to say again, the hope of Grandmasters was that we would be at the grand level. And it really is. Like, after having seen them close up, Brickman, unbelievable.
It's epic.
So, on one hand, incredible start. On the other hand, huge pressure from here. No, well done, well done.